Who's up for a good bit of Saturday morning gossip mongering? So, disclaimer for this video, it's purely speculative, it's purely muck spreading, gossip spreading, question asking, but it does make me curious. So, before I went to bed last night, as I do every night, I had a scroll through social media to see what was trending, see what people were talking about, get some ideas for stuff to make videos on for today. One of the things that popped up is the arrest of the young guy, for attacking Keir Starmer's properties and car. And it asks lots of questions. So one of the main questions it asks is, why is this not getting much more coverage? Why is it not absolute headline news all over the newspapers and all over the main TV news? If, for example, another leader's houses and cars were attacked, if a man turned up and set fire or tried to set fire to the front door or the properties of other leaders, two properties and one of their vehicles within a few days of each other, would that not be headline news? And it also asks other questions. How did this man know what those properties were and who the car belonged to? How would you go about that? Would you know where to find two different Keir Starmer property addresses and a car that he either owned or used to own? Isn't that top secret knowledge? How do you get access to that unless you have some sort of personal inside knowledge of it? So who is this man? Well, he's a young 21-year-old Ukrainian national, apparently. Pictures I've seen of him, quite a good looking fella, apparently does some modelling. Why has he got the ump with Keir Starmer? Is this to do with politics? Is it to do with Ukraine? Is it to do with the Ukraine-Russia war? Or is it something else? And why is no one really speculating on motives? Why has no one talked about or asked what the motives are? Why is there no discussion of this anywhere? Don't you find any of this odd? Why is it not a massive news story? It's almost like it's being sat on or squashed or ignored or deliberately just sort of overlooked. What motive could this young man have for being pissed off with Keir Starmer and wanting to attack two different properties and a vehicle of Keir Starmer's? Does that sound politically motivated, or could it be something else? And this is where we get to the speculation. This is what's doing the rounds on social media. People are speculating that maybe it is something else. Maybe it's not to do with the Ukraine-Russia war. Maybe it's not to do with politics at all. Maybe it's to do with something else. Who knows? Who knows? I'm only throwing fuel on the fire. I'm just asking questions. Has there been any other speculation about Keir Starmer in the last year? Well, a little bit. Could this have anything to do with that? Maybe, possibly. Who knows? I'm just asking questions, people. I'm trying not to say too much because I don't want to get myself banned or dropped in the shit. But I'm sure you can read between the lines. Why would a young 21-year-old man with no real sort of track record in these areas, no real links to political groups as far as we're aware, or not that we're being told, no real links to anything particularly terroristy or politically, have the raving ump with Keir Starmer? And how, more importantly, would he know two of his addresses and his private car? How would he know those details? How would he have access to them? How would he find them? How would he be able to track them down? I couldn't do that. Could you do that? I wouldn't have a clue where to even start. So how has he got enough inside knowledge to be able to do that? Just asking questions. What do you think? Just a little bit of Saturday morning speculation and gossip mongering. And I know you'll all come down on my head for this. Oh, you're just spreading rumours. You don't know anything. You're just shit stirring. Yep. Guilty as charged. So what? It's a bit of fun. I'm owning up to it. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not saying any of this is true. I'm just asking questions. Let me know what your thoughts are.